Ah, wir haben noch ein bisschen. So. Ach, hier ist noch eine Truhe. Dann noch schnell dahin, aber dann gleich zu Eifel. So, Eifel steht da so, wartet auf uns, muss seine Mission erfüllen. Und wir so, ach, wir holen jetzt noch die Truhe. Wartet noch auf uns. Ich sage so, er muss sich jetzt nicht fühlen wie der Zyklop aus Sacred Stones gestern, der, ich glaube, 30 bis 40 Züge gewartet hat, bis wir da fertig waren mit unserem Arena-Training. So sehr jetzt nicht, aber wir kommen nicht sofort auf ihn gestürmt. Da sieht man ihn schon.
Zavid, you all right? Stop. I know these fists. This is Aifread.
Why didn't you fight back?
Aifread. He pulled me back from the brink. I owe him. This time, it's my turn to bring him back.
A demon can never be human again.
So what? That's supposed to make me change my creed? What do you think, Aifread?
Zavid!
Going after kids now? Benwick and your crew risked their lives by your side. Zavid's an idiot, but he stands by his beliefs. I won't let anyone trample their creeds. Even you! I owe you everything, Aifread. And now, it's time to pay it back!
Ja, Eifread.
Are you all right with this, Eizen?
I am. Let's
Ja,
settle this.
jetzt hat er sich erstmal schön geboostet.
Sturdy birdie.
Damn right he is. And that's why I've got to do this!
So, mach gleich nicht schnell, wenn ich einen guten Zeitpunkt finde.
Forget the pain and move. Too slow.
Au. Stopp. Ach, ich bin gelebt. Nein.
You're wide open. Forget the pain and move. Quickness.
Na, ach, glaub ich die jetzt? Das dauert wieder so lange.
Ready to die? Think
Ja,
you
ready to
dodge?
die, das passt total.
Perfect mayhem.
Now, with a single breath, they appear. Here they come. There's no
Aber es scheint irgendwie zu tun. Diese Schmerzgeräusche. So, ga, ja.
Here it comes! Resound! Arise! Become the blade of destruction! Lost Fawn! Rise! Spirit's release! The light of virtue! The dark of vice! Joining chaos! Chaos bloom!
Killing flash! Behold the arts of my ancestors! Ungetsu style! Aaron!
Spirit's release! The light of virtue! The dark of vice! Joining chaos! Chaos bloom! Here it comes!
Und noch. Und dann geht's gleich mit Berseria weiter.
No mercy! You thought I'd stop there? Annihilating?
Ready to die? Whatever comes next. This is just the first step. To kill you. Howling Dragon.
Now, rise! Arise! Ascending! Angel!
Puff. So. Ach, da haben wir ihn fast erledigt. Not like this. Okay, er will noch seinen Mystiker haben. Okay, akzeptiert.
I can't die here.
Autsch. Nee, nicht alles Teil. Ich wollte den Trank des Lebens nutzen.
Disgraceful.
So. Ja, hab dich. Was? Gott und Elnor, nicht sterben.
You won't get away. Take the hammer.
Ja, er macht schon einmal von hinten, einmal von vorne.
Despair, kindle a beacon of hope.
I can heal the wounds, but I
So.
can't finish.
Nochmal. Ich hab dich. Jetzt haben wir ihn.
End of the road.
Taking hostages now.
I'm sorry. Just forget about me. I'm prepared for whatever happens.
All right. You've grown. You're a man now. Family, friends, everything I ever tried to hold on to, all of it trickled away, fell from my grasp. But a certain idiot once told me, if you can't hold something in your hand, then make a fist and take it by force. This fist will take everything back. Just like you told me to! Ah!
I know this fist. It's you. Sorry. Caused you a lot of trouble, didn't I?
Don't worry about it. We're friends, right?
Aifread!
A demon changed back into a human?
Forget it. It's too late.
I'm sorry. If I only knew how to use my power.
Stop crying. Didn't you say you were prepared for anything?
But, Eizen, you were searching for Aifread for so long.
You're still as soft as you ever were. Boy, I'll let you in on little secrets. Your power comes from being part of Not. Which means, if you can seal off his domain, you actually got a chance of putting up a good fight.
Seal off his domain?
The 4 elemental Empyreans sleeping in the earth pulses. If you can rouse them from their slumber. Hurry, while Artorias and Enominat are occupied. They're getting ready for some ceremony of suppression. It's now or never, kid.
Thank you, Aifread.
I'm just sad I can't go with you. It sounds like a goddamn blast.
I won't apologize.
You shouldn't. I'm grateful. You always kept things from getting to home. If we ever meet again, let's raise some hell. Eizen.
Yeah, we will. See you, Aifread. I owe you one, Zavid.
We had a chance to bring him back, but you went and killed him. Next time I see you, we'll settle the score. between me and your creed.
See you around, Zavid.
Ja, da haben wir Alfie besiegt und ja. Ich hoffe, ich hab euch schon ausgeheult.
So, we need to wake the 4 elemental Empyreans? But how do we do it? Dunno. Maybe you tickle their divine footsies with a feather until they...
You're back!
And you're looking better.
Somehow. But what happened to that demon?
We killed him. Benwick, he...
Let me tell him. The rest of you, find Grimoire and ask her about the 4 Empyreans.
Eizen.
Are you sure?
Do it. He gave us this chance. We can't waste it.
Okay.
Und die Expedition zurück. Und ja, das wird schwer zu verdauen, für die Aifread Crew. Ich will immer noch robusten Krabbenpanzer haben. Speichern. Und dann hören wir uns an, was Grimrod zu sagen hat. Sie hat ja vor Ewigkeiten gefühlt, das war auch, als wir von Titania versucht abzuhauen, zu haben, gesagt, sie hat das Buch endlich entziffert. Was steht jetzt in diesem Buch alles drinne? Hier, hallo.
Resurrect the elemental Empyreans. True. If we do that, we might be able to suppress Inominat's domain.
It may even liberate the minds of the Malakim that Inominat has under his control.
I'm sure some will no longer obey their exorcists.
Good. We'll take a big bite out of their forces.
More importantly, Inominat will lose the ability to enhance the resonance of his exorcists. Most exorcists will no longer even be able to perceive Malakim at all, just like before. Of course, anyone as innately gifted as me is another story.
Will I... become unable to see Laphicet?
We won't know until we try.
Eleanor...
Then let's give it a shot. I'll accept whatever happens.
But these elemental Empyreans, they're gods, right? You sure it's okay to disturb their beauty sleep?
They control the 4 elements. Waking them is likely to upset the balance of the world quite a bit.
I'll take that as a no then.
We don't even know how to revive them. At worst.
If it's anything like the opening, then we need to offer a sacrifice at the Earth Pulse on a scarlet night.
We have to kill someone?
The act of killing is not essential to the ceremony. All that's needed is a soul free of malevolence.
If that's true, then doesn't Velvet already have a whole belly full of them?
The exorcists I devoured.
It's perfect! You're a Therian. You're capable of releasing the power you absorb. The souls of the high-ranking exorcists you ate should do nicely.
Use Oscar and Teresa's souls to resurrect the Empyreans? It's worth a try, at least. When's the next Scarlet Night? 3 years after the Advent. In other words, soon.
Do we have enough time? The 4 Empyreans are asleep in different places, right?
Correct. 4 Earth Pulses for 4 Empyreans. But if you use a life pool, you may be able to awaken all 4 at the same time.
A life pool?
Earth Pulses normally flow horizontally, but in exceptionally rare cases, they can flow vertically. This causes energy to collect at the Earth Pulse's base, forming a life pool. Though sometimes the energy flows the other way, upward, into what's called a life spring.
Oh! So if we make use of one of these life pools, a single sacrifice could reach all 4 Empyreans.
Where are they? There's a life pool in the northern reaches of Midgand, but I heard a large temple was built over it recently.
That's the Empyrean throne! We can't go there, it's Inominat's home base!
Ah, most unfortunate.
Couldn't we use a life spring? It all connects to the same place, right? We'll have to go against its flow, but...
We'll force the soul right down its throat.
Where's the nearest life spring?
Our best bet would be Mount Killerhouse.
Eizen?
I'm fine. What's done is done.
Killerhouse? That's the volcano on the northernmost tip of Northgand, but it's a hellscape of ice and lava!
Naturally. Killerhouse is the most powerful life spring there is.
So, in short, we shoved the souls of the exorcists into the molten core of that volcano.
That should awaken the 4 elemental Empyreans. Together, they will seal off Inominat's domain. It's just a theory, but...
It's one I'll put my money on.
Me too.
Then we're off to Northgand. Mount Killerhouse is north of Hellawes.
So, dann haben wir unser nächstes Ziel. Nämlich auf in den Norden schon wieder. Jo.
The ship's ready to sail. Where are you headed?
We don't have a problem. If you've got a grudge, we can settle it here and now.
Huh? Why would we have a grudge against you guys? The first mate fought like the first mate. The captain died like the captain, right?
I suppose.
Then no swabby here can blame you for what happened. We're Eifread's pirates, and don't forget it. We're not so pathetic that we need pity from some lord of calamity.
All right. The ship's in your hands.
Aye aye. You can count on us.
The Von Eltia looks the same as ever. But it feels utterly different, doesn't it?
Yeah. Even Benwick looked like he'd been crying.
I can imagine. But if we let ourselves despair now, we'd be a disgrace to Eifread's creed.
We have to swallow our anger and grief, and sail on.
Right. Following a creed isn't always pleasant. We must do what we must.
I won't allow the Abbey to do things like this.
Destroying someone like that, turning them into a puppet, it's unconscionable. Still, a heart can never be fully bridled. It can be shattered, but never erased entirely.
Eifread proved that.
Right. His body is gone, but he lives on through his crew. Magilu is right. What lives in one's heart can never be erased.
Yeah. The heart is eternal.
So. Und dann haben wir auch den Dialog dann. Ja, die Crew lebt weiter, aber der Captain ist tot. Aber solange die Crew, der Geist der Crew noch lebt, quasi dann. Wir können auch nur nach Hellawes. Lebt auch die Crew weiter. That's deep.
I see. Orichalcum or not, Stormquell snapped like a twig.
I'm afraid so. It was Inominat who did it. But I think Shigure could have done the same.
So hardness alone isn't enough. Forgive me. I thought I had found clarity, but it was only foolish pride.
You should be proud. You are, without a doubt, the greatest swordsmith in the world. I'm looking forward to your next blade.
Even now, you would still place your trust in me.
Of course. Is there any other swordsmith who could craft a blade out of orichalcum? You're a master of your art, a visionary who spent centuries working to forge a blade of legend. I'm honored to know you.
I don't know what to say.
Unless, of course, you've given up on making a sword to surpass Stormhowl.
Does this look like the face of a man who's given up?
Not in the least.
We're making good time.
The only problem is that ceremony that Arturius was going on about. We don't know how long it'll take.
Eifread said they called it the Ceremony of Suppression. Most likely, it's how Inominat plans to release his power.
Most likely. He hasn't absorbed Laphicet in your despair, so Inominat should still be incomplete. But if his powers fully awaken...
Humanity will be robbed of their free will. I can hear them celebrating now. The uglinesses of the human soul are suppressed. And the world is free of malevolence! Hurrah! Hurrah!
Robbing humanity of its will. They'll be like I once was. Something's coming!
Hey, please, guys, let's not fight!
This is a domain?
Inominat's domain.
Their wills have been stolen. It's not been fully sealed away yet. Rokuro, give him a good smacking. Wake him up!
On it.
Eizen!
Got it. We'll put in at the nearest harbor. To Port Zexen!
I feel like some jerk played tug of war with my brain.
Dig up some spirit. They're trying to strip away your will.
Oh no! Look! It's that merchant! You're all right!
I do not deserve to be all right. I used people, stepped on them just to make a profit. I even aided wanted criminals so that I could expand my business. My soul is black with ugliness and can never be forgiven.
Huh? No, wait! Stop!
The world needs to be purified of malevolence. I don't belong here. I have to die. I have to die. I have to die.
No, it's not right!
Oh!
You can die if you want, but saying you have to die is a good way to make my blood boil.
Those awakened to their own malevolence seek to end their lives. Welcome to Artorias' uncompromising world of reason.
First they steal humanity's rudder, and now they want to say who lives and who dies?
We should find out what's happening here, unless you'd rather not see.
You're right. I wouldn't. But I won't hide from the truth any longer.
Before anything else, we'll need to confirm just how far his power reaches. Let's head to Logris.
Inominat suppression. Is this the ideal world the Abbey envisions?
Bien! There's no life in anyone's eyes! This isn't a fun place at all! It's not just people's minds being shackled. They're being forced to die, too. It's terrible.
Why would dying be part of anyone's ideal world?
Even under such strict control, new sins can still rise to the surface. If that happens, it's better to end the life of the sinner. Melchior came to the same logical conclusion.
What utter rubbish.
Anyway, we need to get to Logris.
What's going to happen to the world? How far will Innominaut's power spread? When his domain expanded, I felt a faraway power suddenly come closer. It was enough to blot out the whole sky. I'm sure it's covered other towns too.
His domain is certainly extended to at least the entire populace of this country. Otherwise, what would be the point?
That means what happened at Port Zexen is happening everywhere.
Everyone is either a puppet or...
Dead by their own hands.
Innominaut created this ideal hell in a single moment. That's the power we're up against.
So we few are standing against a truly monumental force.
This is your last chance to turn back.
Turn back to what exactly?
Forward or back, we're headed into hell either way.
At least this way, I'll have my own free will. I'd prefer a living damnation to that oblivion.
Well, don't come crying to me later.
Let's move along then.
Ja, so.
So this is the result of their ceremony of suppression.
Seems that way. They've brought their peace to mankind.
Ist nicht schön, auf jeden Fall. Ach, sie sehen also so Depri aus.
I was a fool for trying to sell commemorative chalices to the people visiting the Empyrean's throne. Happiness can't be bought with ill-gotten gains made through deception. In an effort to change my malevolent ways, I sold my shop and entered the holy priesthood. Rather than pursue my own greed, I've chosen to dedicate my life to bringing the sacred teachings to all.
Wow, look how shiny and pure he is. So this is what happens when Innominaut suppresses all of someone's sins and desires.
How nauseating. And this is the kind of world they're trying to create.
Es ist so, es passt zum Wetter, es ist scheiß Wetter und so trostlos. Ja. Was soll man dazu sagen?
Hey, you're Kakiku's menagerie.
Ooh, close. It's Magilu's menagerie.
I apologize for always demanding that you entertain me, despite my inability to even remember your name correctly. I'm also sorry to you, miss, for always insisting you do that tedious little bird impression of yours. I feel so bad I could just punch myself. Nay, I must.
I'm not sure if I'm more angry or confused.
It is wrong to seek pleasure from viewing petty tricks and pointless entertainment. Honest hard work alone is right. Someone such as I, who was unable to live in accordance to the simplest of truths, should disappear from this earth. Please, use that special trick you told me of. Make me disappear forever.
Ja. Ach, und wir können uns nach Logis teleportieren. Ach, da sind noch Events. Dann gehen wir erstmal.
Pets consume precious resources and grant no tangible benefit to society. That's why I say we should throw them all back outside. It's only right.
I threw away my friend's entire pet beetle collection. They have been purged. This is all for the new order.
But I want to keep my Rhinostagros.
Oh nein! Nicht die armen Käfer. Lavi ist weint im Inneren. Hier auf der Brücke.
We must accept that we all grow old. I can no longer perform the physical labor that allowed me to benefit society. I no longer deserve to live here. I must find a place, far from others. There, I will await a quiet death.
This isn't someone accepting that they'll grow old. This is him refusing to grow old.
If this spreads, we'll have no more old people at all.
Mann, die wollen gefühlt hier alles ausselektieren in dieser neuen Weltordnung. Da könnt ihr auch gleich eigentlich die ganze Menschheit auslöschen, wenn es danach geht. Gefühlt, ja.
It was the height of foolishness for a low-born person like me to hold on to romantic fantasies about Prince Percival. I should seek a male companion suitable to my social status, and live a life free of pointless desire and pride. Form, beauty, appearance, all are superfluous. Reason dictates that I seek a biological partner who lets me live my life with greater efficiency.
while what she's saying isn't technically wrong, it really creeps me out.
Das ist auch sad. Total. Ja. Ja. Gucken wir, was sonst noch passiert ist, wie komisch die Leute drauf sind.
You know me, not's power.
Der... Okay, da
Or
muss
did
ich
all
hin.
of this. A god among gods.
Hallo, Brunnen.
Fountains are purely decorative and serve no purpose to the collective good of mankind. They must be purged.
Not just the fountains. The streets and houses are filled with unnecessary extravagances. Comfort is another word for vanity. It is a lie that breeds only envy and war. All vanity must be purged.
Yes, we cannot let ourselves be ruled by desire. We must control ourselves and lead lives of purity.
If they keep abandoning desire after desire, eventually they'll abandon even their desire to live.
Irgendwann würden sie auch nicht mehr leben. Und der ganze Frosch, die sich aufgebaut hat, der geht ja auch zurück. Also wird doch gleich wieder zu Neandertalern. Das würde keinen Unterschied machen, ehrlich gesagt. Klar sollte man versuchen, sag ich mal, kein zu kompliziert, so relativ simpel zu leben, aber zu simpel, ehrlich gesagt, will ich nicht in der offenen Natur schlafen. Nein, nicht so bei gewissen Wetterbegebenheiten.
Isn't there anyone here who still has free thought? I hope so. There has to be.
Mommy!
That was a child.
Mommy! I'm scared! Mommy!
Don't show any feelings, dear.
If they spot you, they'll...
Prince Percival! Tabitha!
You're still you!
Und hallo. Befreiungslakai. Kann man schon sagen, Engel in so einer Art. Oder mal was. Das erinnert mich so ein bisschen an die Engel, die so gegen Ende von Persona 5 auch, ich habe die Erzengel, ich glaube in der Mythologie oder der Bibel oder so, die auch quasi einen Untergang brachten. Mehr oder weniger, also natürlich auf die Handlung von Persona 5 bezogen, dass die quasi der falschen Gottheit anbeten. Man kann sagen, ja, so Inumen ist so der falsche Gott, ähnlich wie in Persona 5. Ja, ich glaube, das war so ein Trend da, als so ein bisschen tiefgründig und ein bisschen dark, ein bisschen edgy zu machen. Nur so ein bisschen. Aber dann gibt es natürlich auch wieder auch so ein paar Spiele, die ein bisschen happier sind, sag ich mal, von der Stimmung her.
I had no problems here.
Tabitha, your mind's still your own?
Yes, somehow. But Prince Percival and that girl...
Looks like those Malakim took them away somewhere.
The prince was trying to help us get away. He said that the Abbey was gathering those who still had control of their own will at the villa.
We need to go after the prince and see just what's going on at the villa.
We don't know what sort of defenses they have at the front gate. Let's sneak in through the back.
Good plan. Back into the catacombs, then.
You got it.
Da haben wir einen Plan. Erstmal wieder in die Kanalisation. Ja. Ach, Abtei, was macht ihr nur? Man kann euch nicht einmal allein lassen. Aber ja, verschleppen die ganzen Leute in die Villa. Und dann sie wahrscheinlich noch Gehirnwäsche. Allen, die nicht passt, die werden passend gemacht. Wie man so schön sagt. Oder auch nicht so schön. Ja, ihr wisst, was ich meine. Hoffentlich. So. Aber ja. Gucken wir, was da so abgeht und wie viele Malakim, Dämonen uns dann noch den Hintern versohlen möchten. Ich glaube, hier war auch ein Portpunkt. Oder wir porten uns gleich dahin.
So those weren't demons, they were Malakim.
Yes. They were probably ordered to hunt down any humans who still possess free will. Inominat isn't whole, and his suppressive powers are not yet absolute. So he must be using the Malakim to find anyone he missed and process them. Sounds like him. Process?
Be it a prince or a little girl.
I wonder if Tabitha's alright.
I don't think she'll be suppressed so easily.
Aye. She's got more grit than the average soldier.
But even if she resists suppression, if the Abbey finds her...
She'd stand out even more with us. She ran an entire shadow network. Finding a place to hide will be child's play for her.
Maybe she was just pretending to be an old woman.
Huh? But I really loved Tabitha's cooking.
I'm just kidding. You don't run into a woman that tough every day.
She's been living in society's shadows since before we were born. If she heard you were worried, she'd laugh and say you're wasting your time.
Then we should be on our way to the villa.
Ja, ich glaube, die Frau kann auf sich allein aufpassen. Das auf jeden Fall. Ja, da brauchen wir uns keine Sorgen zu machen. So. Einmal das Surfboard. Und dann können wir gleich zum Portpunkt. Und gucken, was da in der Villa vor sich geht. Wahrscheinlich nicht so schöne Sachen. Also, ja, das Spiel allgemein war schon sehr ernst. Aber jetzt so richtig. Also denkt man so. Also jetzt ist so das Teil so, ja, die Kacke ist so richtig am Dampfen. So kannst du sagen, die hat schon vorher gedacht, aber jetzt ist sie so richtig sehr. Jetzt wird es sehr extrem, sagen wir mal so. Ich kann einmal kurz speichern. Waren doch schon einige Cutscenes, die wir gemacht haben. So. Und einmal zur Villa. Und wir sind mal hier, wenn es mal hell ist, nicht in absoluter Dunkelheit. So, und da einmal hin. Warte. Und Gebetsraum müssen wir wieder hin. So. Und da sind wir auch in der Kirche, Kathedrale, wie auch immer das nennt. Ich glaube, das ist auch aus der inspiriert war Tales of Vestia, diese einen großen Kathedrale, wie sie auch Logres ist daran inspiriert. Oder, obwohl die andere, die vor der Villa, ich weiß es nicht mehr genau, aber ja. Hier und da kann man so ein paar Ähnlichkeiten auch in der Architektur zu Dingens Berseria erkennen. So, und zwei Truhen, und hier die Truhe ist schon offen.
Save me! Mommy!
My mind is...
A channeling circle!
He's eating their will directly!
Und hallo Lakaien, schön euch wiederzusehen.
Like we're a bunch of heroes.
Hey, no fair!
Oh, fast. Velvet, nur fast. Das ist nicht mal Hero Academia. Obwohl, man kann sagen, Velvet ist so eine richtige Anti-Heldin. Das ist schon eher. Wir sind Anti-Helden. Machen ihm das gut, aber wollen es eigentlich nicht. Eigentlich wollen wir nur Artorius töten, aber ja. Nebenbei retten wir die Welt. So. So. Lass dich von uns verprügeln. Oh Gott, die wird ja immer höher fallen. Das sind ja Levelsprünge wie sonst was. Ich muss das sagen, die spielen ja auch schwer. bisher kommen wir relativ gut zurecht. Ich habe lieber Eisen eingewechselt. Autsch. Ich bin gelähmt. Ich will nicht gelähmt sein. Autschi. Ah. Eigentlich wollte ich... Egal. So. Einer schon mal weg. Und die anderen sind auch schon gut angeknackst. Jo. Bitte lassen Sie sich mal unser Flügel. Leben Eisen wieder. Ich glaube, er hat keine SA mehr. Kann ich mit Lucky Z tauschen. G. Yes, wide open. We know. Ouchie. Wer sie? Du bist fast tot. Lass dich mich besiegen. Ja, so. Jetzt sind der Letzte. So. Dich haben wir auch jetzt.
Prince Percival, are you all right?
Yes, thank you. Well, I know I can still feel scared out of my wits at least.
It's all right now. We'll help you find your mommy, and then
Mommy was executed. They killed her because she stole food to give to me. But that's okay. They had to. Mommy was acting against reason.
So this is the true face of their suppression.
Yes, this is the ideal world sought by Shepherd Artorias. As long as malevolence gave rise to demons, this was the only way. That's why the Kingdom of Midgand consented to his plan. But I will never consent.
A world without sadness, but also without joy. A world without hate, but also without love.
You suppose the whole world's like this now?
No. Even this close to the Empyrean's throne, some here have held on to their free will. Still, we don't have much time.
Right. I can feel Inominat's domain spreading even now. It's incomplete, but it's quickly growing stronger.
Even we might be suppressed if this keeps up, and then it'll be reason o'clock all day long.
Prince, Griffin is doing well.
Good. That's good. I'm happy. Truly. Until now, I thought I was just a tool to serve my country. But when my feelings were being torn from me, I felt myself want something. No, I thought. I don't want this. I don't want to lose who I am. I understand the true horror of this ideal world now. I know it's selfish to put this burden on you, but I beg you, stop all this. Stop Shepherd Artorias.
You said something to me once. A bird that cannot fly is no bird at all. And now I say this to you. People stripped of their feelings can never truly be alive.
Yeah, that's how I used to be.
We're going to defeat Artorias. We're going to make this world one where we can be ourselves. We're doing it for us, not for you.
You've changed, haven't you?
You really have. You used to be a sword wielded by your own hatred. But now, you're in control. You're the one who swings the blade.
Even if I still don't know when to sheathe it.
Don't worry. When danger comes, I'll be there to protect you.
My, I'm jealous. It must be nice to have a reliable young man like that by your side.
It certainly is. Our fee's a gallant soul.
Eizen, about Captain Aifread.
I dealt with him. But the Abbey, they stomped all over Eifread's pride to achieve this suppression of theirs. With these hands, I will destroy them.
Then I'm going to be selfish too. And as just another flawed human being, I will offer a humble prayer that you succeed.
Well, I'm pumped. Who wants to go cut our way into this throne of theirs?
We can't just barge in, sword for brains. We gotta prepare.
We stick to the plan. Wake up the four Empyreans and take Inominat's domain away from him.
Artorias said the ceremony wouldn't be complete until the Scarlet Night.
Will they complete the ceremony first, or will we awaken the Empyreans? It's a gamble.
Well, moping won't get us anywhere. Let's head to Mount Killerhouse.
Right. It's time to suppress the suppression.
Ja, okay, wir können nicht. Aber ja, ich glaube, unsere Gruppe ist jetzt sehr entschlossen, weiterzumachen und das Ziel zu erreichen. Und Velvet's View ist toll und ja, man merkt, also Velvet, also die Grundpersönlichkeit an sich hat sich schon geändert. Also, sind die Untertitel nicht? Ja, okay, der Cassie waren die nicht, oder das war nicht wichtig. Das wollte ich noch prüfen. Genau. Man merkt, wie sehr Velvet wächst als Charakter.
Eleanor, did the Exorcists know about this when they agreed to help Artorias?
They couldn't have. The exorcists I know fought for a world where people could live their lives in happiness and peace.
But then how do you explain the fact that the exorcists seem to accept what's going on?
Maybe that was just what I wanted to believe.
It could be that Inominat's suppression is also affecting the exorcists.
You mean Inominat might have taken control of their will and made them his tools?
Completely believable. Exorcists are too hard-headed to be open to much persuasion.
If I stayed with the Abbey, I might have accepted this world too. Thank you, Laphicet. It's your strength that protects my heart from wavering.
You really think so?
Of course I do. Have a little more self-confidence.
Guess it's a good thing I captured you then.
That's true. I owe you my gratitude as well. Thank you.
Seriously?
Quite. To be able to express what's in my heart is a wonderful thing.
You still drive me mad, but I can't disagree there.
Even when not yet fully awakened, Inominat can extend his reach to the entire world.
The other towns are probably in the same sorry state as the ones we've seen. Or perhaps even worse.
Magilu, is there some art that can awaken Malakim?
What do you mean?
Well, if I could just use the flames of purification properly.
Even if you could alter reality with that power, you'd end up destroying yourself in the process. Do you want to awaken that badly?
I need more power.
For Velvet's sake?
For her too, but I hate what the Abbey is doing. It's just wrong. This world of theirs is without any joy. I just want to do everything I can to stop them. This is what I want, with my own free will. And
I know of no such art. And even if I did, it wouldn't help you.
Huh?
You've already found strength in your heart. There's no magic that can make that stronger. What you need is to be ready and determined. And to be brave.
I guess you're right. Thanks, Magilu.
No thanks necessary. 100 gold will cover it.
You want me to pay you?
Hey, good advice isn't free. What do I look like, a sidewalk psychiatrist? I'm a witch.
She always has to be so difficult.
Und hallo Pika. Heute mal, wie geht's denn so? Jo, einmal zum Hafen und dann können wir weitermachen. Und wie geht's so? Ich hoffe, du hast einen guten Tag und du bist mal nicht zum Ende gekommen. Yay! Sonst war es irgendwie der Running, du meinst zum Ende gekommen. Aber ja, keine Sorge, wir hören nicht auf. Hi. Denkst nach. Wie sie siehst, Tales of Berseria. Kennst du eigentlich das Spiel? Satisfied. Ja, wir können theoretisch Sidequests machen, aber das können wir auch gleich zum Schluss aufheben. Ach, hier oben. Da muss ich hin. Lass mal gucken, wo muss ich hin? Hm.
Oh, good. It seems you're both still here inside me then.
It is not as though we desired these circumstances. We're only here because you ate us.
I'll make no apologies.
You wish to sacrifice us to the 4 elemental Empyreans, is that it?
Yes. I won't apologize for that either.
It matters not. Your sins are nothing a mere apology could ever absolve.
I know.
At least you're aware of how selfish you are. Good for you, then.
Remember this well, Lord of Calamity. No matter how many times I am reborn, I will act the same.
As will I.